Alright, so here we go. This is our numero 9, I think, for this one. We're playing on Volskaya. This is a loss for us. We lose our brig. Okay, I need to see how that happened. We lose our brig instantly off the gate here, so I want to know how that happened. We're playing just a regular comp for us. We're playing the Junkrat though. I think we got tilted because of the previous match losing to the Pharah, and we didn't run the Mei. We should be running the Mei. Mei should be pretty much like the whatever the flex DPS is always running is the Mei right now. So they run the Sombra. We try and scout the Sombra, but she is able to get past the amazingness of Zarya pressing left click and shaking her mouse. Okay, so our brig just gets deleted by the Ashe and the Fire Strike. Yeah, you should have been playing further back. You were playing too aggro. And then when that happens, we should all hold S key. We should all immediately, if we're down one, play back here. There's a mega health pack here that kind of negates the fact that you lost a person. And there's a doorway here that gives you good vision over point. So we can send our Reinhardt back and forth here while playing the team inside this cover here, because there's a rooftop up here that protects us from everything, which is what we should have done, but we didn't do that here. Our Reinhardt gets hacked, and then we finally start to back up. They use their lamp for whatever reason as we rotate back. We try and body block for our Reinhardt, but he gets very low. I don't know if it matters because we're down our brig. Mercy heals aren't enough to keep us alive through this. Reinhardt goes for a pin, but do we have a bubble for that? I don't think we do. F5 would tell us the answer. We do have a bubble for that. Reinhardt pins, he gets the mega. We bubbled the Reinhardt, but I guess it doesn't really get too much value even. Our McCree is super low. The Reinhardt's going for it. He gets the hit. The Ashe is up on top of the hut, pressuring our Mercy down. We should be able to get the Reinhardt. We do. They get a fire on our Mercy. Mercy should... Okay, you're on fire. Health packs, if you didn't know, health packs clear fire. So you should make sure that is your main priority, is hitting that health pack. Because you die to the fire. But you do go for the res. Who was that you would have rezzed? I think it was the McCree you would have rezzed. It seems like it's alright because we killed our Ashe. And they have no one else to try and recap point. The brig is back for heals. Sombra's behind, she hacks her brig. But she runs away. Bravely, I should say. Still behind. Okay, I don't like this movement that we made here, where we went back forward with the Reinhardt. Our Reinhardt's gonna get pressured and killed here. Yep. So now we've kind of put ourselves in the same position we were in last time. We're down part of our front line. We lose our brig because we have no shield, and the Reinhardt their Reinhardt is free to keep swinging. We pop our tire. And you just hard focus this Zarya. That's a perfectly fine target. The supports would have also been a valuable target. Especially that would have been able to protect our Kree a little bit better. But I think we're fine here. Our Mercy gets very low, Mercy gets killed, so now Brig is only heals. When Brig is only heals, we need to make sure we keep our Brig alive, and we play more passive with the Brigida. Which I think is something we kind of failed to do a lot, is be aware of the fact that like we don't change our playstyle when we're down. Yeah, this is unfortunate that the Nano Ashe is really good by them. And probably wins them this point even. Yeah. That was a good play by their Ana to keep that fight winnable. As they push forward. Alright, let's have another time and see what happened there. Oh, so the cap first. And we push forward to second. So if we look at the setup, we have our Reinhardt playing back on point right now. He's going to play on point. We have our Brig playing up forward. The Reinhardt should be playing where the Brig is. We want to hold this choke if we can, and then back up the point if we need to. So the Zarya is just going to hear. The Reinhardt does come forward. And we don't coordinate. Junkrat's throwing spam at the choke, which is a really good play by them. They use the lamp early. So what happens here? Our Rein gets hacked, which gives the Reinhardt a free shatter. We are able to completely avoid the shatter, though. It only hits our Mercy in the very back line, but she's She's safe by the Reinhardt. The Reinhardt taking the pin. We grab, which hits their backline. Both their supports and their Zarya are stuck in it. The Brig also kills the what's her face? The Sombra in the backline. Our Reinhardt dies. Our Mercy dies. But it's just their Baptiste is no Baptiste did get away. So now it's they have both supports and they have both tanks on point, but they have no DPS as far as I understand, right? And then the Ashe is here. Okay, so they are up actually. Our Brig is in not a great place. She's gonna die, possibly. Definitely with that, probably. She should be holding sealed and trying to back up. McCree pops the high noon, but the Rhine's able to block it. And Bob is taking space. Gets the pin on our McCree. Zari's here to try and recontest, but I don't think it's gonna last that long. Especially with the Bob spamming damage in. We're just stalling time on the point. We don't have bubble or anything even. Their Junkrat's very, or our Junkrat gets their Reinhardt very low, but he gets back to his supports. So we go for the recontest. We go for the res on whoever this is with the Valkyrie. We get it on the Kree. Reinhardt goes on point. We shatter. The shatter hits the Reinhardt, but our Reinhardt does get stunned right after. He's not really able to do as much follow-up damage to it. But the shatter does hit 3 or whatever. So it is a good shatter. They throw the lamp on their Reinhardt while he's playing aggro on our Reinhardt. It's really played by them. They then use the EMP, which hacks 4 on point. They pop the Grav. And they nano. Who did they nano? They nanoed the Reinhardt. Yeah, okay, they were playing really well here. Yeah, this is just us getting rolled in neutral fights. They're just outplaying us, and pretty much they just have better team decision making here. And we're just being staggered now because of that. We're just trying to block some of the damage from the Zarya and the Ashe just to try and stall point. Hammond comes back to try and stall again. It's on the Zarya. He gets the Zarya somewhat low. Mercy goes for the res. I'm not a big fan of the res, but at the end of the day, you do get the Junkrat back up, and I think the Junkrat is probably good to have. Yeah, it's a risky res, but it does accomplish something. The Junkrat goes up to chase the Ashe. She gets very low, but she might be okay. I don't know. Depends on if her team's able to turn around for her. Yeah, she is able to get back to her team, which is unfortunate. We swapped to the Hammond over the Zarya just to try and stall point. We have both DPS ultimates now going into this next fight. Who got hacked? Our McCree gets hacked in the back by the Sombra, which is unfortunate. But the Hammond was aware of the Sombra and kills her. Our Reinhardt is kind of low. We should probably be healing him. The Brig's just throwing cookies over. They pop the Frisbee down early again. I really think their Baptiste is definitely the worst player on their team right now. The Ryan gets a pin. It's unfortunate that actually does connect with the vacuum cleaner. Our Ryan goes for the counter pin, but we don't have the support to keep him alive. That's one of the things is we don't have any ranged heals. We have the Mercy and the Brigida. So our Reinhardt is shit out of luck whenever he gets put and pressured like that. We get a big tire though. Big tire gets 3. We pop High Noon as well. They pop Bob though. High Noon kills the Ashe though, but Bob is on point now. Bob is off the payload, or off the point though, so he's not getting as much value out of point. We kill the Reinhardt. I think we use Hammond to knock the Bob just out of the way enough that we should be able to avoid his damage, which we do. I think if you had just thrown a, it doesn't matter because he jumps away right after that. But I think a mine would have been able to clean that up. So the Sombra's here. 60% to EMP again, so she doesn't have any other EMP yet. We have the minefield. Sombra's just invis, just scouting. Hammond is here. I'm just trying to spy check. She comes in and hacks the Junkrat. I think that's probably the worst target she could have hacked. It's not like he can stun you or something. The McCree misses the flashbang though, and she translocates out. Hammond saw it though, but I don't think he chases. Yeah, he's gonna try and disrupt the tank line or something instead. Oh no, he does chase. She gets low and he does chase, but he's gonna get hacked now that he's done this. which kind of fed EMP. But he's using his E ability right now, so he should be fine to back out. I think he just goes all the way to spawn to heal. So we're just spamming damage, and our Reinhardt is basically alone right now. The Zarya gets way out of position, though. We should be punishing this more. They use EMP right as we... Oh. It's 9 a.m. What are we doing? We get 4 EMP'd, but we put the minefield down by Hammond, which does actually activate, kills the Sombra. Our Reinhardt gets very low, but we have the Valkyrie. We're trying to keep him alive. We focus their Zen down. We get their Zen on the Reinhardt next. We kill the Reinhardt. It's actually overall going well for us. We killed 2 with the minefield, and we stop the Ashe from getting out, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so overall, this was really well played by us. We're less... I think we got mentally boomed at the beginning there, and then we're trying to, like, recover. But, yeah, they swap off the Sombra now that the EMP failed to the Symmetra, because this is a cool kind of guy who plays nothing but Sombra and Symmetra in competitive. But Symmetra, she teleported on the left here. She's on our Reinhardt here. Reinhardt realizes the turrets are a problem. Goes to break the turrets. They nano the Reinhardt. He charges in like a madman. He doesn't have Shatter though, but he goes to kill our Reinhardt. They get the the Transcendence to keep him alive. But that was they transcended their own Graviton. I think they thought that was our Grav, because we swapped back off the Hammond back onto the Zarya. They should cap. Try and pop high ninjas to try and control point. But it doesn't matter, they are able to cap with 21 seconds left. Let's see. Alright, so we push forward on our attack phase. They're running the Symmetra, Ashe still. So they're basically, they're running the same comp they started out with, or they ended with last time. So put the Sim TPs down. Our Brig makes this rotation much earlier than the rest of our team. We should be speed boosting, and okay, why did we stop the Reinhardt? Reinhardt needs to be walking straight forward with it. Why are we still backing up? What? Our Reinhardt needs to have made this rotation faster. We lose our Lucio because our Reinhardt wasn't with us. And the Reinhardt wasn't afraid to pin. So yeah, they should pin this fight up then. Sorry, just gets pressured out. No. That's we can leave. Yeah, so we got flat in there because we were indecisive. We didn't go as a group. The Reinhardt stayed back, whereas the Brig was there first, and we should have been going with her. We instead decide to go to the pharmacy, and we go monkey. All right, that's because they're okay. I'm gonna go through some of this decision making here, because this is actually kind of important. Run the pharmacy because Ashe is the only hit scan they have, and Ashe isn't that great at hit scan anyways. Especially against a Pharah. They have a Symmetra who can't do anything to a Pharah. But we also want the Pharah to try and open up separate sight lines. So the Pharah's job is to have rotated around this high ground, gone up through here, or down through there, anywhere. Get yourself somewhere over here, or up here. Doesn't really matter. Get yourself some... I think this is probably better because you have better ways of protecting yourself and still keeping up sight lines. And just put pressure, especially on their Ana and their Zenyatta. If their Zenyatta, because if he keeps turning around to put Discord Orb on you, and not hitting shots, because their Ashe has to hit a headshot still, if you're discorded, and the Mercy is there to res you still. He's not putting that Discord on the Reinhardt, or you can also be putting pressure on the Reinhardt or the Symmetra. And then we're running the Monkey as well. The Monkey is run because they're running Ana Zenyatta, which is one of the... not one of the, it is the squishiest support line you have. They have no peel for each other. They have no self-heal for each other. They have no self-heal. They have to heal each other. Our Reinhardt pins in though. We have to play more safe with the Reinhardt when we're playing this Monkey though. Because there's no bubbles to protect you. You're going to get flattened there and probably die. I also don't like the positioning on the Pharah. That gets you killed. You should have been playing, you need to be playing some other kind of sightline. There's many different places you can go. You can't make it over that way anymore. You used to be able to. You might actually, on Pharah. You might be able to squeeze through here. I don't remember now. But I know you can on this left side here. This side you can squeeze through. Or you can try and run around the outside here. Either way, you should be taking an off angle. They get an Earth Shatter for free. They should just clean that up. Yeah, we're kind of just still doing the same thing. We lose the fire again because we're still going down main. They pop the Transcendence, but it's late. The right hand still dies. They pop the Symmetra wall as well. I don't think this really mattered too much for them. It protects their Ash, but that's about it. And then, yet again, this is another really great example of we had no clue what we wanted to do here. When this happened, when this wall went up, and they popped Transcendence, our Brigida and our Farah were like, we're going on to point. And when that happened, the Reinhardt decided, I'm putting shield up and I'm walking away from point. So this disconnect caused us to lose this fight. Because now our Reinhardt is not with the rest of the team. They used ultimates and they're able to clean up. We swapped to Hammond just to try and, I don't know, do something. But I think he's going to go back to swap again. Maybe not. Rosario pushes up dummy forward. I don't think it really mattered. I wish I knew what time it was when we played this game, because it seems like it's definitely very late and we're mentally boomed at this point for the day. This is the 8th or I think 9th VOD that I kept for this day, which means there was probably 2 or 3 more that I didn't do at this point. So we go to Ryan just a pin, just try and get an point. We only have 30 seconds left. We lose our fire to the Symmetra. That's unfortunate. We lose our Mercy as well. We go for a Shatter. Shatter hits the Ana, but I don't think we should be able to capitalize on that. Yeah. This is just kind of depressing at this point. We're just getting flattened over and over again because we aren't playing together as a team anymore. We're going in 1 by 1 and we're losing. We're using ultimates very poorly. So yeah. Yeah, we were just mentally boomed at this point, and we proceed because we got tilted from the last game where we lost to the Farah Smurf. We go into this one and we lose because we don't ever coordinate anything, and I imagine that's how the last one's going to go as well.